Good afternoon. What's going on, everybody? How we all looking today? Welcome to the Real O Show. As you know, we bring it real, we bring it live, we bring it up to talk about, to preach about. We do everything we can that nobody really wants to talk about. But that's why we do it here. We family, we bring it to the table, we keep it up, we keep it real. So today's show is what sets us apart. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is what makes us individuals? What makes us different than the next person who's sitting behind us, who's sitting beside us, who's going after that job that you're trying to go after, who's going after that woman, that guy that you're trying to go after? What sets us apart? What makes us different than those people? Well, what makes us different is what you put in for yourself. What makes us different than the person next to you is what you decide to put in for yourself and what you believe you are to be and what you believe you are today. We all can change. We all will change as we get older. But the fact of the matter is tomorrow is not promised to us at all. It isn't. So what matters is what you do today, this moment. So today, can any of you say you did something that you didn't do yesterday? Can any of you say that you said something to somebody to encourage them or to inspire them or to enrich them? Can any of you say that today you made a difference today, not only in your life, but in somebody else's life? That's what sets us apart. What sets us apart is the fact that we don't do the ordinary. We don't do the norm. We don't do what everybody else around us is doing. That's what just makes us stand out that's what makes us part of the crowd instead of standing out. When everybody else is wearing blue, you're wearing red. When everybody else is wearing orange, you're wearing pink. That's what that means. That's what this message is about. That's what this show is about today. Standing apart from the rest. Making yourself, your name, your brand, your mind, your heart, your soul, your spirit, everything that is about you is different. It's not easy. By no means is it easy. It's one of the hardest things that you possibly can do in any life. From the moment you were born to the moment you die. It is not easy standing apart from the rest of the people. There's so many people we can mention in history who have stood out from amongst the crowd and have made significant strides and changes. Did they lose their life? Many of them have. But those who lost their lives are what we call martyrs. Their namesake will live on forever for what they sacrificed, because of what they did for many others. Martin Luther King, Gandhi, Malcolm X. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. I'm not saying that you have to be a martyr, but the fact is, can you honestly say that your name will go down in somebody else's heart or memory other than your family? Good afternoon, Miss Brandy. Welcome to the show, ma'am. Good afternoon, Miss Monique. Welcome to the show. So how many of you can say that when you leave this planet, you leave this earth, your name will still be on other people's lips? It's sad to say that you really don't know how famous you are, or infamous, depending on who you are, until your funeral. That's pretty sad. Why does it take you to die for people to acknowledge the greatness in which you are? Why do you have to be at the end of your life to do something great? Why do you have to be, down and out, or at the end of your life to do something outside of yourself? Yesterday we spoke about on the show, branching out and doing something that is more so not you. Branching out and exploring the world, doing something that is out of your comfort zone. Well, that also means stepping out and encouraging somebody else to do something great with their life. Giving somebody else a shot, an opportunity to do something great. So if you're in the position of power, you're in the position of, you are in the position to hire somebody or to fire somebody. Did you see even a smidge of potential in somebody where you say, you know what? I'm going to give you a shot. I'm going to give you an opportunity to prove to me that, you know what? You are the perfect person that I should hire. Or you know what? I'm not going to fire you today because I'm going to give you one last shot to prove to me that, you know what? You do deserve to be here. That you can make this company better than what it was before you got here. You never know how much of what you say and what you do can enrich somebody else's life and make them greater. You have no idea. You won't know until you actually do it. Give it an opportunity, give it a chance. We all have our own minds. We all have our own hearts. We all have our own spirits. Some of us louder than others. But unless you're willing to actually take a shot and share that with other people and actually have their voices being heard, what you're doing with your life basically just stays with you. Why would you want to leave this planet not leaving your mark on it? Why would you leave this place not having your name spread across the world on the lips of others? Because if you're not, that means you did absolutely nothing with your life. If nobody is saying, when they think of you, man, do you remember when they did, or do you remember when they told, or when they saved, or when she or he or goes on and on and on. If nobody has any kind of stories like that, that means you wasted your life. Your life wasn't worth really much of anything, because if you're only doing for you, nobody's going to remember you. So again, how many of you can honestly say your name will be on the lips of somebody else 40 years after you die? Hell, let's shorten that up. How many of you can honestly say your name will be on the lips of somebody 5 years? Let's shorten that up a little bit. 1 year. 1 year after you go, can you honestly say that besides family, hell, we'll include family, because let's be real, there are a lot of people's family don't even like them. But how many of you can say when you go, your name's going to be on their lips saying, I remember when they did this for so-and-so, or they did this for me, and I will never forget them for it? How many of you can honestly say that? Let's be real. We family. Come on now. Let's be real. Ain't no judgment. Your legacy is long past just your children. It is long past just your husband or your wife or your mom or your dad or your grandparents. Your legacy far reaches out beyond family. It should go to friends, coworkers, strangers. It should go worldwide. Your mark, your legacy should step up well beyond the people that you know in your inner circle. And if it can't, you need to start working on it. Somebody's life could change for the best and the absolute greatest if you're willing to step out of yourself and out of your comfort zone for somebody else. Miss Brandy's saying that she always tries to uplift people. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about handing out money. Anybody can hand out money. Anybody can see a bum on the street, give them a 5 spot, and roll on. He won't remember who you are 2 minutes later. He'll just remember, oh, I got somebody, let me go get something to eat. And then roll on. And ask for the next person for a 5 or a 10 or a 20. Legacy is doing something more so than the next person is willing to do. Who's going to wear red when everybody else is wearing blue? Easy as that. Make your name, make your presence heard, make your identity greater than anybody else that is around you. We're coming to, in the next month, one of the greatest elections that this country's history would have ever experienced. Because we are going to put in office one of 2 candidates. It's either going to be the first female president of the United States, or it's going to be one of the, and I'm not going to put him down, but it's going to be one of the most scrutinized presidents of the United States. I can honestly say I've never seen 2 candidates more hated than these 2. We're going to have a show completely dedicated to this election, where everybody's going to have a viewpoint, everybody's going to have something that they're going to want to put on, which is important, absolutely important. So we will talk about it, and everybody's going to have a say, and I implore you to. But right now, I need to see more reds than blues out here in the streets. I need to see more people standing up and letting their voices, their faces, their opinions, their ideas be heard and outside of the crowd. You all are greater than that. We all are. So let's see who's willing to do it. That is our show, people. I'm glad to see you guys are able to be here. Thank you guys for being part of the family. As always, I greatly appreciate it. It means so much that you guys always contribute. You guys always have a say-so. Please share. Let your family watch show. Let your friends watch show. Let everybody be a participant to the show. All right, let's do it up. Let's do it live. Let's do it real. Let everybody know that the real show will bring the realness, the truth, and everything else that anybody else is not really willing to talk about. All right? So, find us on Twitter, YouTube. Look up Omar Robinson, spelled with 2 R's. Find us on Facebook. If you have a topic you guys wanted me to bring up, hit me up, therealoshow@gmail.com. All right? Nobody knows about it. I keep it on the hush. You guys know that. I put nobody out there. I greatly appreciate it. I love you guys. Remember, as always, before your kids walk out the door, hug them, kiss them, tell them you love them. Let them know that they will always be in your hearts. All right, have a great afternoon. You guys take care of yourselves.